There's a theme.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
So Michael Jackson and Elton John.
Yes.
Next one's going to be Freddie.
Yeah. Daisy escaped that naming convention.
Yeah, Cole was named because his fur is just like pitch black. So he's black like Cole.
Yeah.
And then
Parker
Apollo.
Dust, shout out. Anyway, going into this second set of these two, and honestly, it was such a banger.
Yeah, we very well might see a Game 5 again.
I would love that.
My mom just texted me correcting me about my dog's weights.
Oh, no.
So I do know for a fact that she is watching now.
That's
apparently,
so nice.
Apollo has gotten significantly heavier since I last heard him measured because he is 22 pounds.
Another situation where I know we keep saying this, but any character other than Rob dies there. That's very nice. My dad watched me commentate once for a little bit, but he turned it off for 20 minutes. He was like, "You're doing great, but I have no idea what's happening." Nice back throw, putting Rob off stage, but yeah, not finding the big conversions just yet. Moxie with the I Feel Alive tag.
This is something that she struggled with a lot during their first set as well, where she would do a great job of getting Anathema up to this 120, 130, 140% area, but then she would very much struggle to get a kill. Not struggling this time around, though, as the dare pops perfectly into the stage. Anathema does not tech those this time around.
That's a hard tech to hit on PS2. You can't really see that well.
No,
down
it's
there.
almost fully obscured by the stage itself. The timing is very difficult.
Oof. That laser. Feels like it should kill you, but usually it's just going to be doing a big chunk of damage. They're sitting the wrong way for a follow-up kill move. Back throw.
And the snipe.
Yeah. I was thinking another throw would set up into a kill better, but shows what I know. Oh, man. Trying to run him out of gas. Is it going to work? Maybe. I mean, he's still going totally fine right now.
I don't think I've ever seen like a top-level Rob run out of gas, and then it matter too much.
Yeah,
they always run out of gas like right as they're reaching ledge.
Very efficient with the gas in the tank. The miles per gallon is excellent on that Rob machine. Going for the tech chase, trying to get the reset, but it sends into tumble. Still finding another down tilt out of it though, and this advantage state is crazy for Anathema.
And that's the big difference maker that we've seen between like when Fawn fought Anathema and when Moxie's fighting Anathema. Because Moxie's ready with like the next mix-up after mashing out of down throw, whereas Fawn would mash out insanely fast, but then have nothing ready for whatever came next. Oh, techs it this time.
Yeah, very, very important. Moxie going for that over and over again. Because you know what, there's not a huge risk to Meta Knight down there. You got a lot of jumps, you got a really good recovery. So might as well try to put Rob in a bad situation. And wow, that deep air, gonna connect.
Meta Knight, one of the few characters that actually does have the resources to go toe-to-toe with Rob off stage, like Moxie is doing right now. Yeah, only a couple other characters can claim to be able to do these DBZ battles as Rob tries to make his treads back on solid footing.
Yeah, they're just floating at each other, blowing.
Here you go.
Okay. It's all about the ledge trap right now, and Moxie not able to find the hit that they wanted. And a reversal from Anathema here, leading into quite a bit of percent so far. Laser catching to roll in.
Moxie really looking for, I think, maybe a drag down back air to set something up towards the ledge, but even just pacing outside of that burst range. Not been able to get much more than straight hits. Lands with Nair up high, and you should not have jumped there. No. You're going to pay for it with the game. Game one, once again, goes to Anathema.
I think that high up, even with perfect DI, I don't think you're living that one.
Now you get caught jumping there, and it is a death sentence.
That was game one. 1-0 for Anathema, but Moxie keeping it
Kazuya?
close.
What are you doing? Get away from there. Now, Steven does have a Shulk.
Really?
I have seen the Anathema Shulk. It is probably his second most practiced character after Rob. He just will not ever play him in bracket. I have not seen the Steven Kazuya, and it worried me seeing him hover that.
Okay, Anathema with the gyro. What will she do? Gets a grab, or gets a dash tag, I think, out of it. And small combos started, but nothing huge. But this could be something. Yeah, the rhythm, it's like hypnotic. But the up airs
It's almost like wobbling in Melee.
Yeah.
Like those players would just have like a metronome in their ears to be able to wobble.
Such a pleasant sound. I love the sound design in Smash Ultimate. Much better than Brawl.
What is that tempo? It's like 120-ish? 120 BPM? I know wobbling was what, 160? Right?
Yeah, they would just like listen to songs at that tempo, right, to make sure they got it right.
I'd heard legends of Icy's players who would just straight up listen to a metronome.
Speaking of a DBZ battle, oh
yeah,
my goodness.
they are literally fighting underneath Final Destination.
They were down there for like a full 5 seconds before Moxi rises up on the other side. The stock going away first for Anathema though. And again, Moxi starting out with a nice little lead. Can she hold on to it? R.O.B there. Get his breakfast. Okay. And, you know, great job making sure that she at least gets, you know, her 40% even when she can't lead it into like some crazy kill. That next combo game, extremely good. Oh man, they are scrambling.
Yeah, that scramble situation, we've seen the last time they played in this set, the scramble situation actually pretty frequently went towards Anathema. He would be able to get those resets off of jab into a grab, but this time, not quite. He was still able to follow up and get the kill. Moxi was able to put on a little bit more damage.
Run off there. Just barely avoided by Anathema. Oh, and the up air into the up B. Tried and true. That was how many of the stocks were taken in the winner's side. And that trend continuing.
Shuttle Loop just be doing stuff, but we saw it earlier, the ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like doubles. Fine drop. A gyro. It's so much work.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Drill Rush saving the day there. Sometimes when that gyro's underneath you and R.O.B's in front of you, it just feels like there's nowhere to land. Oh my gosh. I don't know if that was intentional, trying to go for some cheesy drill rush off the side or something, but Moxi missing there and losing that stock in an unfortunate fashion.
And that's going to be Anathema going up 2-0, but we have to say it. We've seen it all before. The stages are going to be different than the first time around. But will the final result be different?
Yeah, it definitely has to feel, you know, going down 2-0 never feels good, but knowing you've done it before definitely can keep the hope alive.
And that's something that I've like talked to certain players about in the past of like, how do you maintain composure knowing that you literally have to 3-0 them, but with the caveat that if you make a mistake, it's all over. And the thing that like so many of them have told me is that, well, I've done it before, so I know I can do it again.
Fair enough, yeah. That's why being a seasoned, experienced player is so important.
I think it's also why, like, you see young players, they get that first big win, and then they blow up from there.
Yeah.
And it's not just because, like, we only hear of them after that first big win. Sure, that's part of it, but it's also, like, once they get that first win under their belt, suddenly they know they can do it. You beat your first PGR player, or sorry, your first ult-ranked player, and then now you know for a fact that the world's top 50 is no longer out of your reach, and you can start doing it. That combo is certainly not out of Moxi's reach. Yeah. She finds the combo into death to take Anathema's first.
Moxi reaching almost into the top lasso there, carrying R.O.B with her. But as we have seen time and time again, Anathema's up air, evening things out right after a deficit. Uh-oh. Big gyro drop combo there, but I think Meta Knight's just, you know, hard to hit with those, so only getting 43% off of it. Nice parry. They're swinging. There's so many buttons being hit in this matchup. That dash attack not going to connect on the platform. Could have led into really big stuff.
That's the interesting thing in this matchup. Like, you're talking about how much the buttons are being pushed. Oh! And with Meta Knight being like such a fast, choppy character, R.O.B has to kind of alter his play style to do the same thing, where he's swinging with a lot of fair and a lot of down tilt and stuff like that. Whereas, well, back air still does its thing, but you see him like trying to go blow for blow in terms of frame data with Moxi, and that's not something that R.O.B often has to do.
Yeah, that's one thing Meta Knight has. Kind of stubby, kind of light, but frame data is not lacking. This character has some fast buttons. In this disadvantaged situation, though, what's going to be the options for a drill rush? Taking it back unmolested here. Oh, and the full charge on that F smash going to be sending Steven into the blast zone fairly early. And things are looking hopeful here for Moxi, but again, the king of just finding that hit, using the advantage that the invulnerability gives you.
Problem is that the vast majority of those hits have been coming after Moxi gets the stock as an effort to refrag. And that's not going to help on last stock. Anathema needs to be the one to take initiative here, has to find the first kill. Or should I say the last kill, because it would be the one to close out the set.
Patience being shown here as R.O.B does a little bit of ledge stalling. The down throw, what can it lead into? It's big, it's big. Is it big enough? Can she find the kill? And there it is, and we are seeing the last set blow for blow right now as Moxi takes him off the
Somebody
top.
forgot to like swap out the teleprompter. They're reading the script from set 1 right now. So good from Moxi to be able to find that. And you said, once again, the script is there.
Yep.
She did it once before, and knowing that, it might be all the easier. Two more games to go.
Just need a quick 2-0. Can Moxi do it? This has been such exciting sets. I think this has been my highlight of the tournament, is watching these two do it.
These two go back and forth, and it's so interesting too, just to see like the pocket Meta Knight, like the matchup specific Meta Knight too, come through from Moxi just in order to fight R.O.B, but Anathema specifically here. Who knows what she'll pull out if she makes it to grand finals against Peabnut, gets that run back from winners finals, or if it'll be Anathema moving on to try and take down this tournament's namesake. Small Battlefield is going to be our venue. Well, our venue is NCSU, but for this specific game.
Heading in here with the small orb, just the big robot.
2, 1, go!
And Small Battlefield will decide their fate. This song is goofy. Why is
Who
this the
picked
song?
this?
Yeah, what am I listening to?
Get them off the stage.
Speaking of this circus music right now. Down throw here, connecting into the Nair. And one thing Moxi has been incredibly good at is offstage play. Can she find the kill from this one? No. Knowing she can't, just goes for the fair. Gaining the damage. Lumpy, oh no, and drop off jump going to be beaten, and a little bit of a taunt coming out from Anathema.
Anathema not usually one to taunt. Either it was a fat finger or he's really feeling himself.
Yeah. Confident.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've ever seen Anathema taunt in bracket.
Yeah, well, he canceled it on like the first frame he could, so it might have been an
It
accident.
very well might have been accidental, but until proven otherwise, I'm going to assume he's BMing.
It's more interesting that way. Again, the script. We got to think about the script.
Got to think about the sponsors. Oh, stage spike. Meta Knight's more than fine from that, though.
Tilts into the grab, throwing backwards, and
she's been sniped once before by that, so definitely has to be careful of the laser snipes.
great recovery there.
Great mash there.
Wow.
Out after only 3 pummels, was that?
I
At
think-
100%?
I think there have been more mash-outs than throws in this top 8.
I wouldn't go that far.
It's been close.
There's been a lot. I don't even think that one was necessarily agreed. I think Moxi just mashed like her life depended on it, because hell, it very well might have.
Oh, wow.
Up air, though, going to end that life.
Yeah, even at the
Put her
ground
once
level.
again on tournament stock. This is still cheesable.
Absolutely. And Moxie showed she can do it. Down throw connecting with the gyro to do an extra 6% there. Kind of cool.
Parry the first one, the second one flies right at you.
Nice grabs. Grab is what we need. Grabber, dash attack. Those are Meta Knight's 2 big combo starters. Uh-oh, this could be bad, but
Ooh,
no.
it doesn't get the up tilt out in time.
Yeah, great mix on the drift for Moxie, and Anathema not reacting quite fast enough. They're creating space.
Covers
R.O.B
low
chilling.
again. Oh.
The S smash not going to connect.
It's not enough to kill, but that was greedy. Very, very greedy from Moxi, and I'm glad Anathema punished her hard for that one.
Moxi wants to be on last stock as soon as possible, and it happens as soon as I say it.
Oh!
That's
okay.
anticlimactic, but yeah, again, Anathema really good at using that invulnerability to find that stock ASAP, and that time it's going to make it happen for the end of the set. I don't think anyone can hear me.
We're good.
There we go. Yeah.
I kicked the mic for a second and unplugged it, but I know we're back now.
We are back.
I think we're good.
We're getting picked up,
Are we
right?
good?
I can hear last, so I
can
think we're
hear
good.
solo. We're good. Okay. Sorry, I kicked the mic when I sat back up in my chair after the set was over.
It was exciting.
But yeah, and that's something that we were talking about a lot throughout the set of like how good Anathema was at refragging.